Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Southwestern Christian University Lady Eagles. And now for your 21-22 women's basketball roster. Make welcome 5'4" point guard sophomore from Elgin, Oklahoma, Cassie Kalong. A 5'6" freshman guard from Yukon, Oklahoma, MJ Case. 5'8" freshman guard from Purcell, Oklahoma, Emily Madden. 5'4" junior guard from Piedmont, Oklahoma, Tresha Yeager. 5'5" sophomore point guard from Caston, Oklahoma, Kaiten Taylor. A 5'5" junior point guard from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Abby Phibbs. 5'5" junior guard from Chandler, Oklahoma, Lauren Mascot. A 5'7" freshman guard from Washington, Oklahoma, Laylan Sheffy. A 5'10" freshman let me do that again. She'd like to be a freshman again and have 4 more years. A 5'10" senior forward from Canute, Oklahoma, Jillian Snowder. 5'9" sophomore freshman from Canute, Oklahoma, Kirsten Strain. A 5'10" senior guard from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Make welcome Tammy Andrade. 6'1" junior freshman from Elgin, Oklahoma, Christina Jenkins. 5'11" junior forward from Marlow, Oklahoma, Lauren Wade. And a 5'7" freshman guard from Marlow, Oklahoma, Jenna Wade. The newest addition to the women's basketball team, 6'2" freshman center from Piedmont, Oklahoma, Daisy LaPat. And at this time, put your hands together for SCU president. He was a guard from Okmulgee, Oklahoma, Dr. Tom Murray.
And that has been a long time ago. So I don't think the court was as long as it is now, by the way. So I want to welcome each of you here today, parents, grandparents, family of our players, along with several of the Southwestern Christian University Board of Trustees are here, and also our sponsoring denomination. And we have with us this morning the international leadership for our sponsoring denomination, our General Superintendent, Presiding Bishop Doug Beecham, and executive committee members of the Council of Bishops, Bishop Talmadge Gardner, Bishop Gary Bryant. Thank you for being here. Bishop Tommy McGee is out of state and is not able to be here, but hopefully he can review the video that's being recorded this morning, is be available to everyone. Thank you for taking time to be here today. This is a day of celebration, honoring our women's basketball team for being crowned the NCCAA National Champions. What a game. I had the privilege of being in Indiana for the championship game and was so happy to be there. So proud of our ladies, not just on the court, but their character, their life that they lead, how they conduct themselves during the tournament, on and off the court. I had numerous people come to me before and after that game telling me I should be proud of our women's basketball team. that they're admired and respected not only here in the state of Oklahoma, but around the country. I am very proud of them and to be associated with them. Proud of their play, their perseverance, their academic standing. I'm very, very happy about their academic standing. You have an average here of 3.82. 3.82. And not least, I thank these ladies for their heart for Jesus Christ. Proud of your play. Proud of you as individuals. Players, thank you for a tremendous season and a phenomenal national tournament. Now, that's the formal accolades. But, folks, they are really fun to be around. If you can be around them very long, they have a great time. And today is your day. Today's your day. I want you to bask in it. I want you to enjoy it. You've earned this. And we are happy to just be a part here to celebrate with you today. We're very, very proud of them. Would you express your appreciation again? Coach Arthur and McGill, thank you for your leadership and modeling true servant leadership. What most people do not see are the long hours that not just the players but the coaching staff spend behind the scenes. Practices, more practices, more practices, one more trip on the van, one more hotel room, one more Big Mac, away from family, 2 a.m. washing of uniforms, one more trip to the panhandle of Oklahoma, and one more night arriving back in Oklahoma City, something all of our coaches here on this campus experience. Mark Arthur and I sat in the president's office back in about 92, 93, somewhere in there, and attempted to sell the idea of Southwestern once again being involved in collegiate sports. Mark, I guess we did a pretty good job. Look at us today. And Mark's wife, Carlene, is here, a great support to him, his son, John, and wife, and his mother-in-law and father-in-law are here today. And I know he's happy to have them on campus for this special time. Mark is a genuine friend, a true servant leader. Actually the longest serving administrative staff member of Southwestern at this time. A man of God. He had the distinction of being the only person I know that has been honored and named Coach of the Year in 2 different sports. The men's basketball, back when he coached men's basketball, and then now being named Coach of the Year as the women's coach. Would you join me in honoring Athletic Director, Coach, and Coach of the Year, Coach Mark Arthur.
Thank you so much, Dr. Murray, and thank you to everybody that's attended today to honor these wonderful young ladies. It's been a long road here at Southwestern, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. To work with young people and try to impact their lives for Christ and is just a magnificent thing. I want to thank a lot of people. First, I want to thank the SCU student body. You guys have been there for us at games and just really done a great job. I want to say that to the SCU cheer, thank you so much for the game day experience you provide for us. I also want to say a big thank you to the men's basketball team. They would always make sure they would get to the games on the road in time to support us. They support us like crazy at the national tournament. And Coach Rollins, I just appreciate you guys and all you guys did to help us this year. game day staff, there's so many people, and I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Harv and Kylie in the sports medicine department. Where are you guys at? Stand up for me. Harv and Kylie. Kylie was able to travel with us to the national tournament and just really added a great dimension because I'm not much into yoga, as you can see, and stretching and that kind of thing. But her and Andy did a great job of doing that for us. And it's really the first time at a national tournament we did pool workouts and all this stuff. And I wasn't there. I'd let them do it. But it was something they enjoyed. And so I said, and we kept winning, so I thought, let's keep doing it. So that was a fun thing. But Kylie, she was a rock star for us up there. And for the men and the women's team, she was running all over. You'd have thought she owned the place. But she did a great job. And Kylie, we appreciate you so much, what you did. Harv, thanks for your leadership in that department. We appreciate you guys. Sports Information Director Chase Schlebach and Ty, his assistant. Man, Chase does so much for us as far as doing all the live video feed, the stats. The guy just does a large amount of stuff, and I appreciate Chase so much. He helped pull some of this off that we're going to do today, and so I appreciate you, Chase. Our PA announcers, Michael, Devin, Danny Nix, all the guys. Danny's been with us for I don't know how long now. Danny, do you know? But I'm just so glad he could be here today, and we just thank you for all your help. To the parents and the grandparents, thank you so much for allowing me to coach your kids. It's an honor to be able to coach them. To my family, I appreciate you guys. The girls know I get emotional. But I really care for them. But my family has been with me the last 32 years here and supported me. A lot of times I couldn't go to my sons' and daughters' events because we had games, but they've always been there to support me and let me do what I want to do. And so I thank you guys and love you, Carlene, for standing by me. Not lastly, Andy McGill, please stand up. Andy played for me. No, stand up. I still control her. But Andy played for me for 3 years. I took over the women when she was a sophomore. And she was just a fierce competitor. I mean, crazy competitor. Probably one of the hardest competitors I know, men or women. She just would get after you. Did not like to lose. It didn't matter if it was ping pong or whatever. If you beat her, you were playing again. And but she's just a fierce competitor. But we brought her. When she graduated here, I knew she wanted to coach, and so I encouraged her to get out to another university to see different things. And so we were able to help her get in to Benedictine University over in Kansas, where she spent the last 2 years getting her master's degree in business. Granted, this is a girl that's never made a B. She went over there and took a business administration degree, never had any business classes, and never made a B. Just a phenomenal talent. But I've kind of had it in my plan. I got with Dr. Murray about a year ago and said, I want to bring this young lady back to help because we didn't have a lady on staff at that time and we really needed one. And so she and I had been talking and she was waiting on me, but I finally came through for her. But she has brought a brand new dynamic in so many areas to our team this year. The girls absolutely love her. She does all of our weight training now. She does all of our stretching before practice. She's just an awesome assistant coach, and she's going to be a great head coach one day. She's very organized. She runs all the finances for the athletic department, so we work closely together on that. And I will tell you this: we left on a Sunday morning. We didn't find out who we were playing the first game of nationals until Saturday night, so we had no scouting report done or anything. And her and Kylie were driving up in my car, and so I said, "Let Kylie drive, and you work on the scouting report." So that first win against Grace, the scouting report was done by Andy. And I trust her that much. And she put together a great game plan for us, and our girls knew where their girls were going before they got there. We were telling them, hey, you're supposed to be going there. And but she just did so many things for me this year and lightened the load. And Andy, I so much appreciate you and all your hard work. We don't pay you enough for what you did this year. And I just appreciate you so much. Thank you, Andy. And then our team, can I have my freshmen stand up? They don't want to talk, but these 5 freshmen, you know, sometimes it's hard on freshmen because they come in and they don't get to play a lot their freshman year. And you talk about buy-in and all that stuff to them. And I can tell you, these young ladies bought in hook, line, and sinker. And I mean, they at the national tournament, their energy was just crazy on the bench. They helped us anytime the shot clock was going low. We were there yelling the time off. If we needed some girls to run scout team offense or defense, these were the girls throughout the year that helped us. And I just appreciate you guys so much. You're just as much a part of this team as the one that scores all the points. And we just thank you for all your hard work all year and appreciate you guys. Okay, and the sophomores, please stand up. Got P10. Okay, Cassie over there on the end. Ooh, boy, she is work ethic. You talk about work ethic. Man, that girl, she is one of the hardest workers we have. You have those days in practice, some girls do, and guys, where you go about 70% because you're tired and that kind of thing, but not Cassie. Cassie brings it every day for our team. And Cassie, I appreciate you so much in the work ethic and just the energy you brought to us. Kaiten and P, we call her P-Town. They are sophomores, and I'll tell you, in the national tournament, those two stepped up and really hit some big shots for us. And they don't play as many minutes as they'd like to play. I know that. But when I put them in, they give me everything they have. And I thank you, Kaiten and P-Town, for everything you're doing for our program. Appreciate you guys. The juniors, stand up, please. Where's Lauren Mask? Lauren, right here. This is the young lady that I had to yell, shoot the basketball all year to. Got a beautiful left-handed shot. I mean, beautiful. But she didn't like to shoot it. And Andy told me one day, she said, man, I wish you would have got on me like that, shoot the basketball so much. And I said, yeah, I bet you do. But Lauren at the national tournament and she doesn't like to penetrate to the hole too much, but at the national tournament, she just kind of came out of her shell. And she made 2 tremendous penetrations. There was one with like 1 second left on the shot clock, and she hit. She was our leading percentage from the three-point line. She shot 43% this year from the three-point line, which was great, made 30 on the year. But she was just defensively, when we needed somebody to come in to give us a little more defensive pressure, she was our girl, and I appreciate you. Abby, transfer from Northern Oklahoma College, Enid. She's a special point guard to me. Not only did she lighten the load for Tammy, as far as having somebody else that can handle the ball and penetrate and things like that, she just fit in really well with us and what we were doing. And I appreciate you so much and all you've done. Tresha Yeager, she's been with us 3 years. She gets a COVID year, so I'm trying to talk her into coming back 2 more years. But Tresh made 83s this year, and she had, 7 in the semifinal game, I think. She had 25 points. And it was just like, and the guys were going crazy, the men's basketball team. They were running up and down the sidelines. But Trish she gets everything out of her ability and just has a beautiful shot and shoots it at like 37, 38% clip. So she's a great shooter. And Trish, we appreciate you as well. Okay, these two. No, these two, Christina Jenkins, she transferred from Redlands, and I've known her a while. And Christina, at the first of the year, matter of fact, both of them, we were really struggling getting going early in the year with our bigs. But about Christmas time, they really started picking up and playing good. And the last month, Christina, she has a really silky smooth 15-foot left-handed jumper. I mean, it's really good. And she was just started getting hot. I mean, and confidence was just coming out of her like crazy. And she was really key in why we went as far as we did, because of her progress she made and the confidence she developed. And then Lauren Wade, and she's just the beast for us. I don't know, the last month she had multiple double-doubles, rebounds and points, and she's really undersized with some of the girls we were playing up there. But she held her own with everything and just did a wonderful job. And I appreciate all the juniors here. Thank you, guys. Okay, and my seniors, stand up. Where y'all at? Stand up. Okay. Don't make you cry. Jillian, I call her Jill. We all do. I'm going to miss this young lady because she just makes you laugh. And just some of the things she does, it's just crazy. But things have not always been easy for her. Like a freshman, sophomore, she struggled playing dime, and it was tough on her. But her junior year, a light bulb kind of went off, and she started playing better. And her junior and senior year, she really was a big asset for us. And Jill, I just appreciate you so much, your perseverance, and just sticking with it. And I love you. Tammy, she's kind of our adopted daughter. She, I can say her statistics speak for themselves. She was the tournament most valuable player, averaged 27 points a game at the national tournament, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, NAIA All-American, NCCAA All-American, SAC All-Defensive Team Player of the Year. Just, it goes on and on. She's the kind of girl, like coaches say, how are you going to replace her? And I'm saying, I don't know that we will replace her. But I just know that it's been such a joy to coach you. She is athletic as anybody I've ever coached on the girls' side. And she made us all better because she can penetrate and pass like crazy. And she's very unselfish. And Tammy, I just appreciate you so much and love you too. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to pick it up here. We started practicing in the end of August. So it was like 7 months ago. And I mean everyday grind. From running out here on the denominational front lawn. And then just going and going. I can't tell you how difficult that is mentally to come day in, day out, and try to practice at a high level when you don't want to. But these girls, they were special in that regard. And I think the biggest thing that helped us this year, and I tell everybody, is our team unity was really, really good. I'm telling you, really, really good. In my opinion, on the men's side and on the women's side, if you can have a team that, fights for each other and is unified, you can win a national championship. But this team, some teams you have to work on that. You have to, coaches have to create things to do to make that happen. With these girls, we didn't have to do that. It just was natural. And I mean, a lot of teams you have 4 or 5 click here, 4 or 5 click here, but here, these girls just love being with each other all the time. And that, I think, whether we were in devotion, I think the devotion life we live together is special. I think it draws us really close together. This year, we were able to do devotions with them, and each of them led a devotion for us, and they would select a word they wanted to to talk about, and we would give scripture, and we were able at the end of that, Coach Andy would make a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and we'd draw it up with colors, and they'd all sign it. And when we went to nationals, we were able to put those in the bus and just hang them up, and it was just an awesome thing. But our unity was really good. Dr. Murray alluded to it academically. 9 academic All-Americans, which you have to be a junior or senior to do that. And so every one of our junior and seniors was an academic All-American this year. Our GPA and the NAI were the highest women's basketball program in the last 3 years in the country out of 1,800 programs. And not only, I preached to them, because so many programs, the kids are just in their own little team and stay there. We try to teach, get involved in the campus. 3 or 4 of these girls are involved in Student Senate and get involved, and they're there when things are going on. And it's just things like that, I think, that just help us with our unity and bringing us together. And it's just been a special group, and I'm really going to miss some of them. But it's been great. I've asked 3 of them to come talk, and they said how long, and I said a minute or 2. And so you 3 want to stand up here together, or you want to come one at a time? Okay. These 3 girls have been with me the last 3 years. You want to go first, Jill? Okay, and we're going to let Jill go first. We found out yesterday she's a pretty good speaker, so no pressure. Yeah, I'm going to be a teacher next year. So.
You would think teaching would help me talk in front of big crowds, but no. As a senior, I don't think there could be a better way to end my basketball career than with a national championship. Not many people get to end that way. The last 4 years here at SCU have been full of ups and downs, wins, losses, the good and the bad practices. But I've learned from everything, from all of that. I also know that I could count on my teammates to be there for me. This year has been special for me more than just a championship because of my teammates and how they've become such a family for me. Being part of a team that knows how to brighten your days and is always there for you and is welcoming to everyone, that can always make you laugh, is what made being part of this team so great. There's never a dull moment, especially during practice when the lines would like to come up and grab P's ankles. Or when we played Waymaker on repeat, screaming at the top of our lungs on the bus ride home from Indiana. These are relationships and memories I will carry with me long after I graduate next month. My coaches have given me many life lessons I will use throughout my life. They have taught me how to keep going even when I feel like I have nothing left to give. I just want to thank Coach Arthur for giving me the opportunity to play my basketball career at SCU and for putting up with me for the past 4 years. Andy, I feel blessed to have had you as a coach my senior year and for being one of the most positive people that I know. You are always supportive, always cheering for us during ball games and in practice. I have loved being part of the SCU family, and I'm going to miss each and every single one of y'all.
Okay, so Coach Arthur wanted me to talk about the experience of the whole week while we were in Indiana. Obviously, we had the best possible outcome by winning, and that was unreal. We got to spend a whole week with the team, which was a lot of fun. This is by far the best team I've been on when it comes to being a family. We are all really close, which made this experience so much more memorable. Yes, this experience was great, and winning was really great, but many people who put a ton of work into this trip and this season made it a better experience. First off, thank you, Coach Arthur and Coach Andy, for believing in us and pushing us to our best even when we were struggling throughout the season. Thanks to my mom and Jeff for all the support, and for my mom traveling by herself to all the games no matter where it was. A huge shout out to Kylie Warren for sacrificing her spring break to go to Indiana with us and be on her feet all day, every day to make sure we are eating, stretching, getting treatment, and taping us before every game. You're the best. Lastly, we have to thank God because none of this would have been possible without him. I also want to talk about the seniors that I have played with for the last 3 years. We had a lot of fun together and made so many memories. I just want to thank you guys for making my first 3 years here amazing and for always looking out for me and believing in me. Me and the whole team will miss you, and we love you guys so much.
Guess I'm next. Okay, serious now. But I want to thank everybody here at SCU, like all the faculty, all staff, everybody that works here. I'm just thankful for all of y'all. And I'm thankful for Andy and Coach Arthur, especially Speedy, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here now. And thank you for helping me be a better player and a better person as well. I appreciate you. You know that. Speedy. I also want to thank all of my teammates' parents for always cheering for me and love me. I know y'all love me. I love y'all too. I love y'all too, but thank you so much. And all of my teammates, we went through a lot. We had a lot of ups and downs. I had some downs, struggle, bad, but I had people. I think the important thing about SCU is that when you're struggling and when you're down, you have people to help you out, and I have people that can help me out, and I'm really glad. This girl over here, she helped me a lot. I had a shoulder to cry when I needed to, right? Because I need it really bad. But yeah, well, it's life, it happens. But that's what makes it important. And our team, are you crying? Because it makes, the difference is, I feel like about our team is, since the beginning, we just clicked. And that's what makes it special. That's what makes difference. And thank you guys for making my senior year special and winning the championship. So thank you. Oh, I love y'all.
Okay, ladies, go ahead and stand up. You can head back to your seat. Give them one last round of applause. Okay, we've got a highlight video we're going to show you. It's only about 3 or 4 minutes, and then Dr. Murray's going to come up and conclude the service. And so, Javi, if we're ready with that, go ahead with it.
Southwestern Christian University is so immensely proud of the women's basketball team for winning the NCCA National Tournament. We just got back from Indiana, but what ended there didn't begin there. It began in September. It began when we started preseason workouts, when we started getting together as a group, learning each other's strengths and weaknesses, and buying in on the idea of becoming a family. That doesn't look the same to everyone, but we found out what it looked to us, and we exercise those principles every day in practice, weights, and ultimately in games.
So winning the national championship this year has really made it a nice thing for our team, our school, our administration, and especially our girls and their families. But you know, it's a special opportunity that we have as a team to draw close to each other, and we've got a great group of young ladies that this year bought into what we were doing. They actually loved each other. A lot of time teams have to work to make that love come true, but this team, it just became natural for them. They did things together and they worked to make that happen.
And when we got to the championship, I was very excited. We were the 6th ranked team, and so we were the underdog, so no one expected us to get there. And so just getting there and for ourselves and for the team, it just felt really good.
We're just a family, and we had rough times, really rough times with games and ups and downs, and whenever we went to Indiana, we just clicked like more than we already were closing together.
I think after that first game, whenever they played Grace, which was the home team, there was a different energy, a different mindset just surrounding them, and you could just tell, well, I knew that they were going to win the tournament. There was just something different, something about it that they knew that they were going to come home with a national championship.
There are also those little tiny parts in between that make the trip so much more fun, like the pool workouts that we have, that we just get to let loose and just have fun in the pool while we're supposed to be stretching, but we're also over there messing around and having fun and just trying to relax from all the stress that also comes with thinking about being in one of the biggest games that we're going to have for our whole careers.
This experience was really amazing because we won, of course, but also because we have two amazing coaches that provide for us. They look after us, not only in basketball, but outside of basketball as well. They build relationships with each and every one of us, which is really special because it's not always like that. We love you, Coach Arthur and Coach Andy, and we appreciate everything you've done for us.
I think the thing that really just created us being so successful in the end was the positivity and the bonds that we just had together, and we were able to just ride on those bonds when we needed to most at the end of this year.
Leading into the championship game, I think it was a bittersweet moment for not only me, but I think I speak for the whole team because it was the last time I was going to get to share the court with the two seniors. But as for getting ready for the game, Coach just told us to have fun, relax, play the game, and that's exactly what we did, and we had a super strong first quarter, and from then on we controlled the pace. And
I just want to honor my teammates who might have not got a chance to see the floor, might not got to play. They were so encouraging to us, so uplifting. They never got discouraged when they didn't get to play that night, so I just think they deserve just as much recognition as people that did get to play.
I love our girls for many reasons, but I just want to say thank you to all the girls on the team.
But this season, the team made a commitment to pursue excellence in not only areas on the court, in the weight room, and everything else in between, but first and foremost pursue their relationship with God. I hope that's something they continue throughout their lives, but that was the most proud thing that I got to witness this year, and I love them so much.
I want to ask 5 individuals to come to the platform. We have a very special gift for them, as I've already mentioned them, and the role they play that a lot of times you don't see. The sponsoring denomination, also the chairman of the Board of Trustees, and also the Alumni Association. So Bishop Beecham, if you would lead the bishops from next door, come. Brother Tao, Brother Gary. Also, the chairman of our Board of Trustees, Bishop Randall Drake. And then as the president of the Alumni Association, Danny Nix. If you would come. And we are honored to be able to give them these balls today. And they do play a huge role in the college and the support of the college. And like I said, that sometimes is not seen by everyone, and so, but today we want to honor them. Thank you so much for all you do for Southwestern and for the students. It's all about the students, and so thank you. God bless you. Enjoy the ball. If I come to your office, I want to see the ball. So, all right. Thank you.
If Coach would take on the challenge, we've got a starting 5 here.
Yeah. Monday afternoon. Half court. Half court. Anyway, those there's a sheet on your table where you can order sweatshirts, T-shirts, and also I believe the ball is on there if you want one of those. then you can order that. And I think there's two types. So there's a long sleeve T-shirt and a short sleeve T-shirt and a sweatshirt in the ball. So anyway, there's cupcakes for everyone as you leave today. Students, faculty, staff that are here. There's cupcakes at the back, so be sure and take one. And then also the players and their families are going to remain and have lunch along with our guests. And so we ask you just to remain here. And at this point, I'm going to pray, and then everyone can be dismissed that's going to leave, and then we'll begin to go through the line for the luncheon. Father, thank you for your goodness. Thank you for opportunities to celebrate you every day. But Father, when we see our students accomplish certain things, we want to celebrate them, and we do today. Thank you for these students. Thank you for their life, for the life they lead. Thank you for how they exemplify you. So Father, as those seniors leave and these others remain and new freshmen come in, we continue to pray, Father, for your divine direction in their life. May every step they take be a step directed by you. So, Father, we thank you today, and we bless each and every one that's here. In Jesus' name, amen and amen.